Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So excuse the music here in the background, we're just playing some music to keep the house alive. It is currently still in the lockdown. I'm not sure when I'm going to be posting this video, so it might be within lockdown, it might be out of lockdown, but that is the reason that I'm wearing comfy cozies. Okay, so it was pretty cold this morning, so I had on a jacket and then it got hot, so this is what you'll get. And obviously no makeup, hair full of coconut oil, all of my new habits that I'm trying in my videos. If you haven't seen that, click the card or go to the links. You can see my creating new habits within the 21 days of the lockdown. So let's get started. So today we are making rusks. This morning I saw a video from Woolies on Instagram and they showed how to make these amazing like Woolies rusks that they are famous for. So we love Woolies rusks. I've had sort of a trial and error with rusks because mine never seem to come out the way they're supposed to. So we're gonna try and beat that a negative trail and try and make these delicious Woolies rusks. So these are the mixed spice Easter rusks. So we are going to need, let me find it. Okay, spiced rusks for Easter. So this is on the Woolworths Taste website. So these are the rusks that we will be making. So the ingredients are as follows. So okay, the cooking time is 2.5 hours, prep time 25 to 30 minutes, difficulty level easy. We will see. We will see. Ingredients, we've got self-raising flour, ground cinnamon, mixed spice, salt, baking powder, butter, buttermilk, free-range eggs, rolled oats, All-Bran flakes, brown sugar, designated coconut, sunflower seeds, breakfast seed mix, flaked almonds, dried cranberries, and flaked coconut. So those are a lot of ingredients, but I'm sure that you can sort of mix and match and add what you want because we are in lockdown. So I don't have all these things, and obviously I can't go out and just for baking rusks, especially go to the shops and put myself in danger and other people. So I'd rather just stay in my home and use what I've got. I know we've got some oats, we've got some seeds and fruit and those sort of things. So first things first, we're gonna go and have a sort of a dig in the cupboard to see what we have and what we don't have. So let's see if we can gather the correct, or as correctly as possible, the ingredients that is needed. So first things first, the cupboard. Okay, let's see. Okay, so got some oats, we've got some raisins, some snack mix, we've got okay, in here we've got some chia seeds, some sunflower seeds, some pumpkin. Okay, so there's a few mixed seeds that we might need. We need bacon. I've got self-raising flour, cinnamon, mixed spice. Got some mixed spice. Salt, got some salt, some baking powder, got baking powder, butter and buttermilk, okay, so I've got some butter. I don't have buttermilk. I've got a very easy way of creating buttermilk by using some regular milk with some lemon juice. So we're gonna add that. Then we need some free-range eggs, Okay, eggs, rolled oats, we've got All-Bran flakes, brown sugar, we've got some brown sugar. Okay, so we've got some brown sugar. I don't think we've got any coconut, but I will see if I can find any. Okay, so I can't find any of the other things, but I think we've got enough to sort of get the right vibe from everything. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we forgot our self-raising flour, 800 grams, ground cinnamon, 1 tablespoon, and 2 teaspoons of mixed spice. Then we forgot 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We've got some melted butter, 500 ml buttermilk that I just had some normal milk, 500 ml milk, and then I just added 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Then we've got 2 free-range eggs, rolled oats 1.5 cups. We've got our brown sugar 3/4 cups. We've got our mixed seeds and raisins and fruit and cranberries and nuts and everything, depends on what you need. I've taken a few things away and put in a few things that weren't mentioned. I guess it's all up to your personal preference. Okay, so let's see. They say preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius and grease 2 baking trays. So let's go and do that first. Okay, so in a large bowl, sieve the flour, ground spices, salt and baking powder. Fold in the seeds, seed mix, coconut, oats, brown sugar, almond flakes, and All-Bran flakes, and dried cranberries. Okay, so the flour is already sifted, so I'm gonna just throw that in here, and then we add the ground spices, the salt and baking powder, the seed mix, coconut, all those things, okay, so all of these go in, oats, seeds and nuts, and the brown sugar. So now I'm just combining it all, make sure everything is well mixed through the flour so that we get nice even rusks that have an even amount of yummy things in it. Don't get one old dry rusk with no goodies in it. And with my luck, that would be me getting the one with no goodies and my mum getting one that is just fully loaded with nice things. Usually we don't want that to happen. Okay, then in a separate bowl, combine the melted butter, the buttermilk and the eggs until well combined. Add 2 eggs, grab a fork, just get that all whisked up. Give all of that a mix. Mix into the dry ingredients and stir until the dough comes together. Okay. I think this is going to take some time. This is a lot of dough for a lot of amazing rusks, hopefully. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. A lot of dough. Give that a good mix. So I put in a little bit less butter because it was quite a lot of butter, and me and my mom usually put in a little bit less butter into our baking just because it's a lot of extra calories that we don't necessarily need. So it might be a bit dry, but I'll see. It's looking pretty good actually. Okay. Quite a messy situation. Okay. So my oven is not yet heated to where it needs to be. It needs to be at 180 degrees. It's not there yet. I see the oven light still on. So while we wait for the oven to get to the right temperature, I'm gonna have a bit of a clean up and a tidy up, and then we can transfer this into the trays and cut them and put them into the oven and hope for the best. Okay, so my oven is preheated and ready. So now I can transfer the dough into these two separate baking dishes and then cut them and get them into the oven. So I'm guessing this can get a little bit messy, which is why I have a little jug here with some water and the knife that I'm going to cut with. The water just helps so that nothing sticks too much to anything. So I'm just going to roughly divide it into two and then dump it out into this. Now you can just smooth it. Just gonna make it a little bit. Put on some water. Just smooth it a whole lot easier. Okay. Números uno. Okay, let's. I swear the amount of calories in these you are burning off as you are baking them. Okay, try and get it as even as possible. Okay. Wet knife. Let's see how we're gonna do this. 1, 2, yeah, okay. Not the most even, but they will do. So this is gonna go into the oven. Okay, so that has to be in the oven for about an hour, and then halfway I need to rotate the pans just to make sure they get an even bake, and then after an hour you take it out, you cut it into the pieces and then put it back into the oven at 100 degrees and let it dry out. So it's time to do some washing up and do the dishes, and then by then hopefully the rusks will be ready to come out cutting into pieces. So we will see how they look after now. Hey guys, okay, so it is the next day and our rusks are all nice and dried, so let's give them a taste. Just duck them in here. That's really good. It's a bit savory, a bit salty. I think this might be because some of the seeds and nuts and mixes were salted, because that was the only things that we had. So I would say if some of the nuts, because the saltiness really do add to the flavor, I like it, but it's just a bit too savory. So I think if you do add a few nuts that might be a bit salted, lightly salted, just add a little bit more of that brown sugar, because I like the idea of brown sugar rather than regular sugar. It really does give it this sort of caramelly, fudgy taste. So just add a little bit more sugar, I think. Other than that, It's delicious. I love all the different textures. It has risen very well. It's nice and dried. You have all these nice and big chunks of like nice crunchy top and nice big chunks of fruit and nuts in there. I'm very happy. I will definitely be trying this recipe in the future again, making some adjustments. I think this will be a recipe that I use quite a few times in the future. So I will leave a link to the recipe down below, and I hope you guys do this, and I hope you have incredible rusks for the rest of the lockdown. Enjoy.